So I start with the certain experience working in a DSA where you are not on any salary and you take home of whatever you sell. Commission of whatever you sell is what you get it paid at the end of the week. So when I used to when I joined the DSA, must be I'm about 23 something, and then I worked there for a year or two. And it was very, very grueling work where nobody pressurized you to come to work or do or stay for longer hours. But then everybody did come to work every day and put in the longest of hours. So, what I found very strange with working the longest hours was that because I was young, when you're 23, 22, you don't mind the grind. I was okay that I leave home at 6, or maybe not 6, sorry, I leave home at about maybe 7:30 or 7, and I reach office at 8. And then we would keep working, go to field, meet the clients, do the sales, come back to office at 6, and then again continue doing some work or the other in the office and not leave before 9 or 10. So this was a normal for the number of years I worked in the DSA. I never took an off, and nobody ever took an off. Everybody was at work every day or was just gone. So you are either quit and gone, or you are there at work every day. We also worked on every Sunday. Somehow Sunday felt light, but the sales calls continued and we kept working on Sundays as well. So in the DSA, I worked Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And nobody ever took a off. And nobody stopped you from taking an off. So if you wanted to take an off or be gone, you could. But just how the whole vibe was, and just how every day everybody showed up, you know. When I quit the DSA, I joined this organization, and I believed life would be fairly easy or workable, or easy to handle. So I joined American Express Cards, and the working hours are 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. 3 years in DSA I have worked, 7 to 10. I come to the organized, well educated sector, and I'm working 9 to 9. Saturdays were supposed to be off, but somehow no Saturday off was given. And at some point, my boss started calling all of us, even on a Sunday, to work. First, he called on one Sunday of the month, then he called 2 Sundays of the month because he wanted targets to be done. If you had to ask me, would it be okay to call American Express cards DSA? I would say yes. Actually, a badly run DSA. After this, I joined ICICI Bank. So in American Express also, I never took a leave. You more or less could never ask for a leave. So you are there at the office every day, sitting 9 to 9. Then I joined ICICI Bank. More than going to the boss or the bosses, I found a very badly behaved colleague culture in the domestic banking. These colleagues are so emotionally and mentally unhealthy that if you were to leave a bit early or come late for whatever reason, they are the first ones to dial the boss and let him know. They have no life of their own. See, bosses on their own were also very, very controlling. You had to struggle for leave. You actually got no leave. But your colleagues were even worse. So, these colleagues and bosses, all of them, when I'm talking about American Express, ICICI Bank, if you look at the salaries, everybody is getting paid 60,000 a month, 70,000 a month, 2 lakhs a month, 3 lakhs a month. The number that is getting paid, this kind of huge and big salaries is very big. Not just in ICICI Bank, all across corporates. But they think and behave like somebody who earns 7,000 rupees a month. They have a mind of an office boy or an office girl. What is sad is they grow into by doing this kind of nonsense, which the boss appreciates as loyalty and then will put them in talent and fast track. You're growing people with no life. All they keep doing is just keep poking their nose into everybody's business. One, you already don't get a leave. And then you have these overzealous, no life colleagues. Once I went to meet my super boss or superior, I had a certain client call. I went to meet the boss. After the client call, I said I'll just go say hello because he used to sit in a different location. And since I was in that location, I said I'll just go say hello to him. So after I met him and all, and I'm you know, coming out of the meeting, I met this colleague and he tells me, बॉस से क्यों मिलने आई थी? I said I generally came to say hello. And he used to sit in that location. He said नहीं, कुछ तो बात होगी. I said नहीं. I said I've just come to say hello, that's all. He said you were there for more than 10-15 minutes. I said have a good day. And I just left. And as I'm leaving, he says loudly, मैं पता कर लूँगा तो बॉस से क्यों मिलने आई थी. This is this movie called Agnipath, I think. I think it's called Agnipath or something, where this Nana Patekar has a very bad controlling, amazingly intruding mindset. And his wife, Manisha Koirala, walks in one day and he's sitting in the house. And Nana Patekar says, कहाँ गई थी? And she says, सब्जी लेने. And he says, कितने बजे? And Manisha Koirala says, 4-4:30 बजे. And Nana Patekar says, 4 बजे कि 4:30 बजे? Somebody will say, it's a husband-wife thing. Some husbands are like this. It's not a husband-wife thing. It is a emotionally unhealthy husband.